So welcome everyone to Urban Yoga. I got my shirt on today. If you want one, go to our website, urbanyoga.org. This is Kristen Olson's wonderful studio where we're coming to you from Palm Springs today. Triple digits. We're going to stay cool in here. I'm Chris Bennett. So happy to have you all with me. I'm going to start you on your back today. That's all right. So everyone, please get comfortable. If you have a yoga mat, that's great. You can buy one from us or just get a nice towel. If you're not comfortable on your back, you're more than welcome to sit in a nice straight back chair. So let's start lying back in a position of relaxation, Shavasana. Either legs wide apart, or you can bend your knees and put your feet down. And your arms are at your sides, palms up. I'm going to come up so I can see you. Just get comfortable there for a moment. Let your neck lengthen. Make sure it's nice and straight. Your chin is tucked. Just for a moment, give your hands, fingers, thumbs a stretch. And release. So no clenching, no fists. Close your eyes. And let's start with deep abdominal breathing. In my 40 years of practice, and my yoga has been my lifesaver, keeps me from pretty much away from doctors, taking any pills. I totally give credit to my 40-year practice, and I love sharing it with you. But just in the last year or so, it's become so apparent to me that most people never take a deep breath. We can't exist with shallow chest breathing, but you're robbing your cells of oxygen. You get the efficient exchange of oxygen at the bottom of the lungs, that oxygen into the bloodstream. So you might even want to lay your hands across the belly, right below your navel, and breathing through the nose, unless you're congested. Take as deep of a breath as you can. Inhale, let the torso expand, let your abdomen rise. And then slowly exhale. Notice how that affects your body. Your shoulders begin to relax. Your hips, legs, your face is peaceful. Let your lips be slightly parted. I'd like to just do one round of some counting of the breath, just to remind us of this deep breath that we're going to attempt to maintain throughout the class, and that hopefully you're going to carry out into your day. Notice anytime you're in a stressful situation, a little rise of fear or anxiety, it affects the breath. It will become short and choppy. So you always have this tool of going back to the deep abdominal breathing, creating space, creating peace. So start with lungs completely empty. And to a count of 6, inhale, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. Exhale. Feel like you're melting into the surface beneath you. Every muscle relaxed. Let your mind begin to empty as well. Just really observe the breath, the texture, the sound, the movement. Let the breath purr in the back of the throat. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. Any negativity, any worry, whatever it is, this too shall pass. Bring yourself completely into the moment. With retention, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Retain the breath, eyes closed. Bring your energy to the brow center. Retain. Exhale. Completely empty the lungs, all the stale air. Let's retain again with lungs empty. That felt good. Let's do one more round with the count of 8. So start with lungs empty. And inhale, let your chest expand. Waist, ribs, abdomen. Feel like you're breathing all the way to your toes and fingertips. Really energizing the body, oxygenating every cell. Exhale, feeling of lightness, well-being, empty completely. And again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. You're floating. Nothing clenched, nothing blocked or trapped. Last round to retain. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Energy to the heart center. The Anahata chakra, the warm expansion across your chest. Seat of love and compassion. Retain a bit longer if you can. Exhale. Any remnants of stress from the week, feeling pressured, feeling in a hurry, just let that go. Last time, retain energy to your heart center. Anahata chakra. Let's have a big ha breath. We'll exhale through the mouth. Let a little sound escape. Inhale. Ah. Once more. Don't be shy to let that sound out. It's very freeing and calming. Inhale. Ah. Good. So let's let our class today be one big ha breath. We're not going to push or force or compete even with ourselves. Really be gentle with yourself. If you're healing from any injuries or surgeries or feeling a little low energy, you're welcome to adjust, leave a pose out, or come back to this position you're in now, Shavasana, relaxation pose, and rest. There's no competition in yoga. It's a very personal journey for each of us. So stay on your back for a moment. Let's have a stretch. Reach your arms up above your head. Interlock your fingers. Press your palms away. If you can, straighten out your legs and point your toes. Lengthen your body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Pull your toes back and flex the feet. Let's hug the right knee into your chest. Clasp your fingers on top and just draw the leg in gently. If that hurts, you could bend that left knee foot to the floor. So this pose is simple but has many benefits. It can relieve indigestion. It can also help if you suffer from sciatica. Just be gentle. Give it a nice little stretch. Inhale. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Hug the knee a little closer. The thigh really is massaging your digestive organs. On this next exhalation, keeping the shoulders relaxed, let the abs do the work. As you exhale, begin to slowly lift your head. Bring your forehead up as close to the knee as you can. So you're strengthening neck. Bring tension from neck and upper back. Don't scrunch your face. Keep the nostril breathing going if possible. One more. Exhale, slowly lower the head. So move with mindfulness. Don't rush. Extend that right leg up into the air. You can clasp knee, calf. Advanced students could reach for the ankle. If that's too much stretch, bend your knee slightly. So think of reaching that right heel up to the sky, like you lift the leg up out of the hip on the inhalation. As the body relaxes naturally on the exhalations, gently stretch. Please never bounce or force. None of the poses should cause pain. Just that good stretch. One more. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands, if possible, up closer to the calf or ankle and lift your head. Let's hold here for a couple of breaths. Increasing flexibility in our hips and legs. Getting rid of that tightness from the neck. One more deep breath. Inhale. And lower head slowly as you exhale. Good. Let's do a spinal twist. Left leg straight on the floor. Bend your right knee and just rest the foot above your left knee. Arms out from your shoulders like an airplane. You may take that left hand to the outside of your right knee. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And just gently press the knee across the body. And let your right shoulder and, if possible, right cheek melt to the floor. Very slowly. Never twist too far or quickly. This is a powerful spinal twist. Stay there for a couple of breaths. So you feel expansion across your shoulders and upper back. You expand around the waist, ribs, abdomen as you inhale. Maybe melting a little deeper into the twist as you exhale. Good. So in these quiet poses, give the breath a little purring, sighing sound. We call it Ujjayi breathing. If you've never done it, it's a slight closing of the glottis. You can establish the sound by whispering ha, and keep that little sound going, lips closed as you inhale and exhale. So you're seeking the meditative state in the pose. Try not to let the mind be chattering in the outside world. 2 more deep breaths. Expand around waist, ribs, abdomen. Melt into the twist as you exhale. Last one. Good. And on the next inhalation, just rolling back onto your back. Extend that right leg up into the air. Let's do some circles. Toes, make a circle in the air 3 times. If you need to, hold on to the leg. Other direction 3 times. Spread the toes. Need some mobility into the foot and ankle. Good. Now bend the left knee, put the foot down. Pull the right toes back, shoulders release down. And to a count of 6, reach off that right heel and exhale slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Give the leg a little shake. Feel energy flowing through the right side. And hug the other knee in. Clasp your fingers. Let the belly soften. The thigh actually massages into your digestive organ. So unlike many forms of exercise that just deal with strengthening, stretching, yoga is healing, stimulating to the digestive system, helps us have better respiration, elimination. One more. Inhale. Keep the shoulders relaxed. The belly does the work. As you lift your head, you may just come this far. Some of you may bring it all the way up. Just work at your own level. Please don't judge your work. We do that so much in our daily life, negatively judging ourselves and our actions. Try to suspend that in yoga. Just be so grateful that you have a body strong and healthy enough to practice, and that you had the discipline to get up and take a class today. And lower your head. Let's extend the left leg way up. You may just clasp here. Advanced students may go closer to the calf, ankle, or toes. Don't force. If it hurts through the back of the leg or hip, let's bend your knee a little bit. You can make any little adjustments you need. So make the practice your own. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe coaxing the leg a little closer. Don't force or bounce. Inhale. This time start like climbing a tree in Pilates. Walk your hands up to the calf, maybe the ankle, maybe the heel, and give it a good stretch. Keep your face relaxed. Try to keep the deep breath flowing. Nice. One more. So transition's just as important as the asana. Let's roll back down slowly as you exhale. Let's prepare for our twist. Bend the left knee. Foot rests above the right knee. You can start with arms out like an airplane. And if you like, take your right hand to the outside of that left knee. Deep inhalation. Exhale. Let's give it a press across the body so the left hip lifts. And if it doesn't hurt your neck, let your head turn to the left. Close your eyes. Deep abdominal breath. So as you inhale, visualize how you're bringing healing energy into liver, kidney, spleen, all the digestive organs. As you exhale, you're freeing tension across your shoulders, your upper back. Nice. 2 more breaths. Remember the little purring, sighing, Ujjayi sound. It helps you to stay concentrated so the mind, what we call the monkey mind, isn't jumping from future to past into the moment. That's why we focus on the breath. It's always exactly in the moment. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Freeing that tension that gets trapped in our shoulders. Most of us are sitting too long at our computers, sleeping too much maybe, if there is such a thing. I like a lot of sleep. I think it's healing. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And on the next breath, just rolling back onto your back, arms to your side, straighten that left leg up, pull the toes back, and let's do some slow circling like you're drawing circle in the air with your toes. If you need to support that, hands on the leg, that's fine. Other direction. Really get some movement into the ankle. Pull the toes back and point them. One more. Good. Keep those toes pulled back. Bend the right knee. Plant the foot so hips stay anchored. Nice chin tucked, long neck. Exhale to a count of 6. Reach energy off your left heel. 2, 3, 4, 5. And give it a little shake. Energy through the left leg. So before we sit up, let's bend the knees, feet about hip width. If you have anything under your head, please remove it now. You want your head on the floor. We're going to strengthen the hips, back, and legs. As you inhale, start to lift your hips, your waist. You may have to lift the head a little to accommodate. Just come up to your torso is about a 45-degree angle. More advanced students might try interlocking fingers under you and press the little fingers down. Great for squeezing tension from shoulders or upper back, or just keep your hands down. Stay there for 2 or 3 more breaths, or come out if it's at all a strain. So sending energy up through the hips and back, toning buttocks, legs. Just try to relax into the posture as you exhale. Nice. Don't scrunch your face. No effort. Really good. One more breath, everyone. Inhale. Exhale. Now release your hands if you're interlocking. And if you can, rise up on tiptoes for a moment. Strengthen those feet and ankles. Stay on your toes. Let the shoulder blades open. Then you're really giving the back a little massage as you roll down one vertebra at a time. Try to let the waist touch. And then the hips. Bend your knees. Clasp your fingers on top. Just a gentle rock from hip to hip. Stimulating your kidneys, relaxing the lower back. So take a look, see if this is too intense for your back, and in which case you'll just roll to the side, press up to sit. You want a little more energy up and down the spine, slide your hands under your knees, use your feet and build momentum, a gentle rock a couple of times. If that hurts the back, please just press from the side up to a seated position. Good. Shake out your legs, everyone. Give them a good shake. Let's bend the left knee and extend the right leg out to a diagonal. Scoot back here a little into the camera. That looks better. So we're going to do a sideward stretch. In the course of our class, we're going to stretch our spine forward, back, side to side, and some lateral twisting. So recognizing you can give yourself a great yoga class with those 4 stretches. Just place your right hand on the knee. Extend your left arm out. Inhale, sit up out of the waist, and just start to slowly slide down to the calf, possibly the ankle. Again, don't bounce or force. Get energy off those fingers in the air. Wherever feels comfortable for the neck, you may look straight ahead or up. Just imagine I have hold of that wrist in the air, lengthening you out on the in-breath. Body relaxes naturally on the out breath. So you might go a little further. If that's causing any pain, please pull out. Yoga shouldn't hurt in the sense that it could be causing an injury. There's a difference in the good hurt of a powerful stretch and going beyond that. Let's do 2 more. Reaching energy off the fingers as you inhale. Straighten that arm if you can. Exhale. 1 more. And let's make a smooth transition into a forward bend. So lower the top arm, clasp your kneecap or ankle, and just melt forward into a Shavasana, head to knee pose. Beginners, if you have a sore back, you may just come this far. It's fine. More advanced students can go all the way down. Big ha on this next exhalation. Inhale. Ah. So even though you don't make the sound with each exhale, you always want that sensation of releasing, not forcing. Let your head go. Let the belly soften. Stay there. So reminder to beginners, no big meals before yoga. So recommendation is 2 hours before, just to eat nothing or very light. And also try not to wear tight waistbands. We want to keep that abdominal breathing going. Let's do one more nice ha breath. Inhale. Ah. Good. You may either just uncurl slowly, or advanced students may keep the arms up and rise on the inhalation. Everyone reach your arms above your head. Interlock fingers. Press your palms to the sky. Lift out of the waist. Let your head go way back. Drop your jaw. Freeing tension in the neck. Let's do the la-ya-ya. Wiggle that jaw. Release that tension. And let's open a big circle of light around you. Good. Smooth transition to the other side. Extend the other leg. Bend the right knee in, or whichever side you're working, just as long as you do both sides. Always get nice and tall and lift it out of the waist, or you put your hand down, extend the right arm, and start to slide down into your powerful sideward stretch. So these slim the waist. They massage all the organs around the waist. Very good for liver, kidney, spleen, breaking up congestion. Again, as if I had hold of your wrist, lengthen up and out of the waist as you inhale, and releasing down as you exhale. Don't bounce. 2 more. Inhale. Don't let that arm be limp. It's a lot of energy, as if it's flowing a few inches off your fingertips. Nice. 1 more. Exhale. On this next breath, start to lower the shoulder in the air as you exhale. Try to get the back even, so one shoulder isn't protruding more than the other. Beginners may just be here, and just with each breath, let go a tiny bit more. If you'll stick with your yoga, practice with regularity, no matter what your age or condition of your body when you begin, you will see your level of flexibility increase. And not to be attached to that, just enjoy the process. Every time you work at your highest level, you're getting the benefits. Let your head go. Soften the belly. Big ha breath. Inhale. Ah. Good. If you can just go 1 more inch down, reach your head to your toes, lengthen out of the waist as you inhale, and release as you exhale. If that hurts at all, just a little adjustment. Last ha breath. Imagine you're going to melt all the way down. Inhale, reach your head to your toes. And either just sliding the hands along the floor and uncurling, or advanced students, keep the back flat. Everybody let the hands float up. Once more, let's interlock the fingers. Press the palms to the sky. Drop your jaw. Squeeze tension out of the neck. Open that big circle of life. Great. Bring your legs to the front and just give them a nice shake. Really bounce a little bit. If it doesn't hurt your knees or back, gently make your way over into a child's pose. So you're on your knees, you extend the chest and forehead to the floor. If that's not possible for knees today, please just sit with your ankles crossed and have a gentle forward stretch. So this is a pose of relaxation, but child's pose has many benefits. The thighs are massaging into the belly. You're releasing tension from your back and shoulders. Just 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Let's make our way into the dog down. So onto your hands and knees. Bring the knees together. Here's where it's really good to have a sticky mat for your toes, so ideally you're barefoot. Spread the fingers wide. Hands right under the shoulders. Thumbs pointing towards the shoulders. No little tunnels under your palms. You want the weight distributed evenly through your hands. Tuck your toes. Powerful inhalation. Lift those hips. Press into your heels. You may tiptoe a tiny bit closer to your hands. Most of you will have an inch or so under your heels. Advanced students can press them down. We're going to hold here for several breaths. If you need a rest, drop down and rest at any time. Let's slowly bicycle, bend one knee, press your other heel, Good. Runner stretch. Feel that good stretch to the calf, ankle. Other side. Press into both heels. Really let the neck relax. This is very youth-giving for your complexion. Brings blood to the face. One more breath. Advanced students who want to hop up to the standing forward bend are welcome to do it. The rest of us just start to walk towards your hands and let the feet open about hip width. Clasp your ankles or calves and dangle. Give your head a little shake, yes. Releasing tension from the neck. Now, just like a rag doll, let your hands, fingers, head dangle. Bend the knees. Use the belly here to bring yourself up with control. Feel it strengthening the legs. Come all the way up. Let's just for a moment squeeze the shoulders up and down. Bring your feet together. Let's just stand tall in Tadasana for a moment. So improving your balance is very good for the internal organs. Let's do it. Let's go right into a balancing pose, the tree. So take a moment, spread your toes. Feel like you have roots going from the soles of the feet deep into the earth. Select a point to focus upon, either a little above or below eye level. If you're looking in a mirror, don't look at yourself in the mirror, pick a point. And that's going to help you to balance. When you can also put your hand on a chair or against the wall if you're a beginner. When you're ready, see if you can bring that right foot up as high on the thigh as possible. Hands in prayer. Or you might just bring it to your knee, calf, or ankle. If you start to wobble, try a little breath of fire. Usually helps to ground you. Think of those roots going deep. Let your branches grow up, up, up into the sunlight. Concentrate. Lift out of the waist. Beautiful. Stay there. Open. Press through the palms. Energy through the arms, hands, fingers. Nice. Back into prayer. Whoops. You can definitely tell what I ate and drank the night before. It affects your balance. And let's shake it all out. A little dance, the tree dance. Other side. Send your roots deep. Clear the mind of the chatter. Focus on your point. Other side. You can hold your chair or the wall if you like. Hold your hands in prayer if possible. That little snippy breath of fire will usually ground you if you're having trouble. If the legs aren't cooperating today, just stand on both feet with hands in prayer and feel your perfect balance. And up into the sunlight. Don't hold the breath. Beautiful. It's a concentration pose and improves balance, strengthens the legs. Press through those palms. Back into prayer. And timber. Good work, everyone. Let's do a nice standing pose before we rest. Let's do feet wide apart. Point your right toes away, your left toes forward. I'm going to do it this way. We're going to do a twisting pose. Start with arms out like a warrior. Bend the right knee. Now twist to the right and reach that left hand out over your bent knee. If possible, that left hand is going to touch the floor by your little toe. You could use a block here, or you could just rest an elbow on the knee. Open the other arm to the sky. So you're in what's called the reverse triangle. Many benefits. You're toning, slenderizing hips and legs, adding the powerful spinal twist. So just like we did in the tree, you want to pick a point of focus. All these balancing poses, if you focus on a point, you'll have better balance. One more breath if you can. You can always come out if it's a strain. Press into the outside of that left foot. Lengthen off the top of the head as you inhale. Like I have hold of that wrist in the air. It's helping you twist a tiny bit more. If that hurts your shoulder, you can just rest your hand on your waist or behind you. Last breath, everyone. Great. Looks good. Inhale. Exhale. And use the arms in the air and the strength of your legs to come up. Let's point both toes forward. Relax your arms. Let's realign the spine once by interlocking fingers behind you. Lead with the chest. You may bend the knees if you need to, just a gentle forward stretch. If possible, lift the hands off your hips and really squeeze tension out of your shoulders. Let your head dangle. That hurts at all. Bend the knees. Always take strain off the back. One more. And release your hands, palms down. Counter pose. Lift your head. Look up. Don't scrunch the back, brow, but drop your jaw. Good. Lower the head. Give it a little shake. Yes. Free that tension from our neck. And then everybody walk feet a little closer together, a little wider than hip width. And uncurl slowly. Fingers, head, dangle. Reassembling the spine. Vertebra at a time. Good. Let's do our reverse triangle on the other side. So feet wide apart. Left toes point away, right toes forward. Push the right heel up. Come through first variation of warrior. So that left knee is bent. Reach your right hand out over the knee. And then you can keep the knee bent or straight, advanced students. If possible, palm touches by your little finger. Or you could use a block or use your chair here. If that hurts your shoulder, just rest your hand on your waist. Inhale, lengthen off the top of the head. Exhale, twisting an inch. You can come out at any time if it's a strain. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Grip with your toes a bit. And use the strength of your arms in a powerful inhalation to bring you up. Nice. Rest your arms. Bring your feet together. Let's come up on tiptoe for a moment. Way up there, strengthening feet and ankles. If you can, stay on tiptoe as you twist to look over your right shoulder. Back to the center. Twist to look over your left shoulder. Back to the center. Drop your heels. Bring your hands in prayer down to your heart center. Just soft focus. Feel your perfect balance for a moment. Just notice how your body feels different after just about a half hour. It's great to come, take a class. Hopefully we'll all be together again, but this is a great way for us to maintain our practice. But I say my teaching is always to help you begin to find your own practice at home. 10, 15, 20 minutes a day will change your life, improve your health. Shake out our hands and wrists. That clenching, wanting to punch something. Slide them through your hair. Massage your scalp. We are all powerful healers. We all have healing energy in our hands. So use it on yourselves and your pets and your loved ones. A little bit on the neck. Just massaging on soft tissue. You can't give a bad massage. Let's do the neck and a little bit on the top of the shoulders this morning. Good, everyone. Squeeze your ears up and down, it's gentle. First 2 fingers at the brow center, massage across the top of the brow, smoothing away any tension etched around the eyes. Little circular movement to your temples. Deep breathing, don't go back to shallow chest breathing. Inhale. Exhale. So make your way back onto your back, just cross one foot over the other. Ease yourself down, back into Shavasana. Let's have a big ha breath here. Inhale. Good. Stay here for a moment. You'll notice that after a little bit of standing work, you've gotten your heart rate up a bit. So to bring it down to normal, we're going to double the exhalation. So you're in Shavasana. Either legs wide apart. You could bring soles of the feet together, let your knees open out in the lying butterfly. Or if your back is tender, a good option is always knees bent, feet to the floor. So first of all, release those shoulders down. Inhale to 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nostril breathing if possible. As you inhale, let your head roll slowly to the right. Drop that right ear. 2, 3, 4, stay there as you exhale. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll very slowly to the other ear. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Relax that shoulder away. Exhale. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the center. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Neck long, chin tucked. Exhale. 8. Close your eyes. Peaceful face. 5, 6, 7, 8. So continue to double the exhalation as we rest, maybe just one more minute. I feel these moments of rest are just as important as the asana. It gives you that little time to absorb the benefits. Every asana has its own specific benefits. So feel yourself come back to your peaceful, centered self where your mind isn't chattering, trying to plan, figure things out. Just let the mind float. Sometimes it helps to silently repeat Om. Om on the exhalation. Even Western medicine is beginning to realize that stress, going around in a state of fear, anger, is a huge part of causing illness, dis-ease. Having our yoga practice gives us a very powerful tool to help release that stress physically, with the mental aspect and using the breath, choosing not to let your mind just continue to take you into those scary, dark places. Come back to the breath, come into a pose. Use this powerful tool. You don't have to be an advanced yogi. If you remember 1 or 2 poses that felt good to you today, try doing them a little bit every day this week. Notice that you can completely change the way you feel, the way your mind is thinking, making yourself feel more optimistic. Of course, what we put in our bodies has so much to do with it. So don't forget plenty of water, especially after class. So I'll pretty much always give you an inversion in my class. I think they're the secret of my success. They're called the youth-giving poses because gravity is always pulling down on our bodies as we get older. Organs in the pelvis start to droop. We start to get varicose veins. So getting those legs and hips up in the air is so valuable. If I have any advanced students in class and you're not going to risk running into furniture, you're more than welcome to do a headstand. I like to be there to supervise my beginners. The rest of you, if you can, are going to do the reverse pose, which I will demonstrate. If this is too intense and you don't feel like lifting hips, you're going to do the happy baby. Legs apart, bend the knees, clasp the outsides of your feet. So you're still getting the benefits of the legs up above your heart. And when you've done that for 5 or 6 breaths, put your feet down wide apart and hold with the hips up. Or if your back is tender today, you might just slowly lift and lower your hips a few times. You want to try reverse pose. Maybe take a look if you've never done it. Start with straight legs. You don't want to turn your head to look at the screen, so keep your neck straight. On a powerful inhalation, bend the knees, swing feet and legs up, and support your hips. You're making a little C. Your hands, thumbs under the hip bones. Most of the weight is between your shoulder blades and the elbows. This doesn't put as much weight on the neck as a full shoulder stand, although advanced students are welcome to do that. So notice my legs are about a 45-degree angle. You can make a little adjustment there so this feels very effortless. Wiggle your toes a little. Relax those feet. If you need a rest, you could just bend the knees to the forehead for a little rest, or you could roll down. Otherwise, let's hold for another 30 seconds or so. Inhale. Try to relax into the pose. This is great for preventing varicose veins, keeping great circulation in our legs. Most of us have older relatives, friends that have lost the ability to walk or to have good circulation. And if you get the legs up regularly, even if you just lie on your back, legs up in the air, it's fine. But do that as often as you can, especially if you've been on a long trip, on a plane, if you've been sitting all day. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Let's prepare to come out. If you're all the way up in the reverse pose, you may come through a plow or a variation. Just lower the legs over your head, possibly touching and holding a moment, or just bend the knees. Advanced students could reach back for your feet. Otherwise, keep supporting your hips. Start to let yourself down. 1 vertebra at a time. Take it slow. Good. Everyone now bend the knees. Clasp your fingers on top. Gentle rock from hip to hip. Let your neck just go along for the ride here. Good. Let's counter pose with the fish. It is the traditional counter pose to the plow. So start with straight legs, feet together. Good. Slide the hands, palms down, just the fleshy part of where the hips connect to the legs, not at your waist. And as you inhale, press into your elbows as if there's a string attached to your breastbone. Your chest lifts. Walk forward with your heels. See if you can touch the top of the head or just here. Breath of fire, unless you're pregnant. Snap your lungs. Exhale through the nose 10 times. Forcefully cleanse the lungs. Hex, 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 hex. Good. Practicing fish. You'll never get stooped shoulders. Press the elbows and come back down slowly. Good, everyone. Interlock fingers under your head. Neck completely relaxes. Bring your elbows up and lift your own head. Keep the neck relaxed. Just a little counter pose. Good. And lower slowly. Have a big stretch. Clasp the left wrist with your right hand. Point your left toes. Lengthen the left side of your body. Other side, clasp your right wrist with your left hand. Point your right toes. Now reach energy off both fingers, toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Have a yawn. Slowly roll over onto your tummy and make a pillow with your hands and rest. Let your toes touch. Let your heels fall out to the sides. If you're feeling any tenderness in your lower back, squeeze the buttocks tight. And release. So just for a few breaths here, let your body feel very safe and supported by Mother Earth down below you there somewhere. As you inhale, feel expansion in the lower back. As you exhale, letting go. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Check in on the monkey mind. Is it planning lunch or the rest of the day? Rehashing your dreams last night? Come back to the moment. Exhalation. Prepare for either bow or boat. If you're an advanced student, bend your knees and reach back for your feet or ankles. I'm not going to do that one because my shoulder's tender today. But it's like this. For the rest of you, extend your arms above your head, palms down. If your back hurts, you're just going to lift your upper body. If possible, lift the legs as well. If you're in the bow, clasp your ankles. Press your feet away. Come up on your tummy. Up, up, up. 1 more. And come down. Good. Make a pillow rest on the other cheek. Backward bends are usually no one's favorite. They're challenging. In the course of our day, we rarely stretch in that direction. But to keep a flexible spine, try to give your spine a little stretch in all directions. Forward, back, twisting, and sideward stretch. And of course, throwing in an inversion is the icing on the cake. Let's prepare for our Cobra. Let your feet open wide apart. Excuse me. Place your hands, palms down under your shoulders, forehead to the floor. So take a moment, visualize the graceful movement of a cobra. If the cobra is too intense on your shoulders, you'll do Sphinx pose, where you place your forearms down. And just start to emerge up into the light. Lift your nose, chin, chest. Some of you in Cobra can come way up, head way back. One more breath, drop your jaw, and easy on the knees, come up into a child's pose. Or if that's hard on the knees, roll to the side and just come to sit in a forward stretch. In child's pose, your arms may be above your head, palms down, or beside your feet, palms up. Have a nice rest. Little kids come into this pose to soothe themselves. We adults need that more than ever. So spend some time in your child's pose, especially if you've had a rough day. Just coming back to your peaceful center. Expand into the lower back as you inhale. Let those thighs massage into your belly as you exhale. Great. Relax the neck. Very slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. Shake out your legs. Prepare for, I think, the most powerful hip stretch, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. The soles of the feet together. Clasp your toes. Don't worry if they're up here today. If you keep working, I promise you they'll get down a little further. You don't have to be a contortionist or an acrobat to benefit from yoga. Watch your pets. They naturally do their dog and their cat stretch every day. We humans have to be reminded. They don't do this pose, but they could bounce your knees. Have a little rock from hip to hip. So you never want to start a forward bend with a slouch. Always sitting up straight. Sit tall as you inhale. Be sure those shoulders aren't here. There you go. As you exhale, just begin to melt forward. Beginners may just go this far. If you're already feeling an intense stretch, please don't overdo. More advanced students could go further, possibly even letting your elbows touch your legs and give a little press with each breath. So come down to your extreme position where you're feeling the powerful stretch, but not pain. Close your eyes. We're going to hold for a full minute. This is not only a youth-giving stretch to our hips and back, but it's a very calming pose for the nerves. It actually induces a meditative state. So empty that chattery monkey mind. Let the sound of the breath, purring, sighing in your throat command your attention. So you're not just sitting there. It's not a static pose, but it's subtle. Lengthen out as you inhale, out of the waist, energy off the top of the head. Releasing just a tiny bit further as you exhale. Notice that area around the hips. We hold a lot of tension. Fear gets trapped there. So stop clenching. Let it go. I'm going to be quiet for 30 seconds as you allow the sound of your breath to command your awareness. Begin. Out on the in-breath. Just imagine those knees going to melt all the way down. Just a few more. Last breath. Lengthen out, energy flowing off the top of the head as you inhale. It's releasing on deeper levels as you exhale. Keep your eyes closed, either with a rounded or a flat back. Come up very, very slowly. Let's just sit for 30 seconds with eyes closed, observing the benefits of Baddha Konasana. How it induces a meditative state. Brings on a sense of well-being. Very still. Begin. Breathe. With very little disturbance, straighten out the legs, give them a little shake. Let's get ready for Paschimottanasana, most powerful forward bend. If it hurts you to come down over both legs straight, feel free to work one at a time, 5 or 6 breaths on each side. Otherwise, both legs straight. Have a rock to get a little up and forward on the hips. If you like to work with a strap, this is a good time. Just put it on the balls of the feet, not on the heels. You want to be pulling the legs back up into the hips. Reach up as if I had hold of your wrist, lifting you up out of the waist as you inhale. Exhale, a feeling of surrender. If you can, come down and clasp the toes. Beginners might just put hands on knees, calves, or ankles today. Please don't judge your work. Once you're down there, if your legs are both straight, you can have a rock from hip to hip. And if you're working one leg bent, take at least 5 deep breaths and then switch sides. Let's start this one with a big ha. Inhale. Ah. One more very subtle ha. Inhale. Ah. Good. Keep the breath deep and rhythmic. Let each exhalation have that sensation of, you're surrendering tension out of the back. Let your belly soften. Practicing these poses regularly will give you better digestion, elimination, keeping a youthful, flexible spine. Paschimottanasana. Sometimes a little restlessness, resistance may arise. See if you can breathe beyond that into a sense of complete release, surrender. Just 30 more seconds. And also silently repeat Om inhalation, Om on the exhalation. Relax the shoulders, let your head go. Think of what you'd like to release today. You've been feeling fear, a little sadness, any anger, any negativity. It has nothing to do with your true, loving, forgiving nature. Let that out with one more big ha. Inhale. Ah. And one last subtle ha. Are there any remnants left? Inhale. Ah. Start to rise slowly. You may round the back or keep it flat. Lift your arms up, everyone above your head, up, up, up. Look up and open a big circle of light and energy that's going to surround you, protect you all day. So we always counterpose. We stretch one direction, always follow with the opposite. You can make your own poses up. Let's do the table today. Open the feet a little more than hip width. Tilt back a little and point your fingers towards you. And lift up. So you make as flat as a table with your torso as you can. Head back. Couple more breaths if possible. Up, up with those hips. Strengthening upper body. Counterposing your forward bend. And lower the hips slowly, slowly, slowly. Give the legs a little shake. Extend your arms. Tuck your chin. Use the abs. You may go all the way down or come into a half or a full shift or hold on or just put your feet down. Still strengthening your tummy. Unless you're pregnant, breath of fire. Snap the belly. Sniff through the nose. Cleansing the lungs. X, X, X. More forceful. X, 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 X. And a big ha. Back into your Shavasana. Everyone's favorite pose. An easy pose to come into. Mastering Shavasana involves complete relaxation of your body, completely quieting the mind. Just feel yourself being supported by the earth beneath you, shoulders release, possible hands or palms up. So you feel very open and receptive to the healing power of the breath. The belly rises as the lungs fill completely on inhalation. Gently contracts as you melt deeper into the surface beneath you on exhalation. Just let go. Just for these last few minutes, there's nothing you have to do or get or figure out. No action verbs. Our society only values, what are you doing? What you been up to? We forget to value being in the moment, being in a state of peace, contentment. Know that it's the outside is never going to get us there. We have to find that within ourselves. So allow yourself to go deeper, beyond even awareness of the physical body. You've given yourself this hour of asana, stretching, breathing, strengthening your body. You've given it the tools to really begin to heal itself. Even if there are any health challenges you're facing today, just for these last few minutes, visualize everything coming back into its natural state of perfect health, balance. Nothing is blocked or trapped. You're just pure flowing energy. Om Relaxation. Exhalation. Face is peaceful, lips slightly parted. Relax your toes, soles of your feet, balls of the feet, arches, heels, tops of your feet completely relaxed. Ankles, calves, knees relaxed. Tops of your knees and backs of your knees relaxed. Thighs, buttocks, lower back. Relax. Your whole back feels spacious with relaxation. The abdomen is rising with each deep inhalation, gently contracting on the exhalation. Organs in the pelvis is riding along, nothing clenched or blocked there. Waist, middle back, upper back relaxes. Torso and chest expanding with the breath. Completely filling and emptying the lungs, getting an efficient exchange of oxygen into your bloodstream, oxygenating every cell of your body. Shoulders, tops of the shoulders, backs of your shoulders. Relax and melt down from your ears. Your upper arms and elbows relax. Forearms and wrists. Hands. Fingers and thumbs. Completely relax. Hands feel soft, open. No clinging, no clenching. Feel like you're breathing through those palms. We are. Our skin is our biggest respiratory organ. We're breathing. Feel that in your palms. Relax your neck and throat, jaw, lips, tongue relaxed, lips slightly parted. All those tiny muscles around the mouth, nose, and eyes. Completely relaxed. Eyelids, eyebrows, forehead, cheeks relax, ears and scalp. See your head surrounded by golden healing light. As you inhale, visualize that light coming into your body so you're illuminated within. So much light. There's no room for any darkness or dis-ease. Give yourself a minute or two of complete inner stillness. On the exhalation. Let go. Very still. Breathe. Very slowly begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Have a gentle stretch, just awakening your body. Don't rush, and try not to rush back into your life or the chaos of the outside world. Just carry this peace, inner stillness with you. Be like the rock that is unchanged, even as the waves crash against it today. After you have a good stretch, if you like, roll onto your right side, come into your fetal position for a moment. Remember, you're going to drink lots of water, good fresh water. Hopefully eat some beautiful fresh fruits, vegetables, maybe less gooey animal products today. It's a great season for all of that. When you're ready, press up to sit. You can sit in tailor pose, ankles crossed, half full lotus. The sound of Om, yogis believe, is the oldest sound vibration in the universe. You can hear it in the humming and buzzing of nature. You can hear it in Amen. Yoga is not a religion, but it can be your own spiritual practice. I like to think of it as meditation. It's just different than praying. Instead of you asking, give me things, I hope this happens, hope it doesn't happen. Let yourself be perfectly still. Let the universe, God, whatever power you like to visualize, let that speak to you. So let's sing Om from the heart 3 times. Any note is fine, but vibrate every cell of your body. Inhale. Om. Hands in prayer at your heart center. The yogic greeting Namaste means the spark of the divine in me honors and draws out that spark of the divine in you. If you use that in everyone you meet, even those you may consider that aren't your friends, but draw out the best in people, and that's usually what they'll show you. So I say to all of you today, Namaste. Let's sing Shanti, 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 which means peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. May the whole world know peace, love, and understanding. May it begin in each of our hearts. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Thank you. Please go to our website, urbanyoga.org. Your donation helps us keep these classes, helps us have our cameraman, keeps Zoom going. You see, the practice of yoga is such a valuable asset. So we really hope you can help us keep it going. While we can't be together in our rooms here together, we want to keep it out on the airwaves. We want to spread this healing practice. So please give as generously as you can. And if you'd like to buy any props, Kristen is selling wonderful thick yoga mats. We're selling used yoga mats, props. You tells you how to contact her on urbanyoga.org. You'll also see the list of the many other wonderful classes that we're offering you. And it's just been a pleasure to have you all in my presence today. I'll be here again Friday, at least for the summer. I'm going to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 o'clock. Eventually, a lot of these classes will be archived, but it's always great because I feel your energy, and I hope you feel ours. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Hare
Namaste.